I thank the witnesses for joining us today, and we have plenty to discuss. I look forward to your testimony. Airports are vital economic engines that power our local communities, especially in small and rural ones, and many of the ones I represent. They serve as critical transportation hubs to safely bring people together. This will be important in the coming weeks as fans travel across the country and from around the world to watch their favorite teams in the World Cup. And we look forward to welcoming them to the Pacific Northwest, where Seattle and Vancouver will be hosting 13 of those games. Airports also generate good jobs, stimulate local businesses, and attract financial investment. A 2025 Airports Council International North America study found that airports with commercial service support 12.8 million jobs and produce $1.8 trillion of annual output. In my district, we have a few small airports, ranging from Arlington Municipal Airport in my hometown, which dates to 1934, Orcas Island Airport, Lopez Airport, Friday Harbor Airport, Skagit County Regional Airport, I don't want to forget Concrete Airport. There's a few more as well. They're all going to call me and tell me I forgot to name them. But Congress recognized the importance of small and rural airports when we passed the 2024 FAA reauthorization. The law increases funding for the Airport Improvement Program to $4 billion annually, of which at least $150 million must be spent on airport climate, noise, or other environmental projects. The law also improves the lives of neighboring airport communities by requiring the FAA to develop a plan to transition away from leaded fuel in general aviation by 2030. So whether connected via regional airlines, charter flights, or general aviation, these small and rural hubs serve as alternatives to overburdened metropolitan airports. Unfortunately, regional and value airlines face specific challenges ranging from workforce issues to surging fuel prices. Many of you mentioned in your testimony that increased demands on the NAS have also increased demand for a skilled aviation workforce. Mr. Collins, you specifically mentioned the need for more aviation maintenance technicians, while other witnesses referenced the increased competition for pilots. To meet these needs without decreasing our safety standards, Congress, the FAA, and stakeholders must expand the talent pipeline and improve efforts to recruit, train, and retain a robust U.S. aerospace workforce from every part of our society. To address this, the 2024 reauthorization invests $60 million annually in aviation workforce development grants to train the next generation of aviation manufacturing workers, airport maintenance technicians, and pilots. In the Northwest and across this country, aviation means jobs that pay well and are key to long-term economic growth, and I encourage the FAA to quickly implement these programs and distribute these grants in a timely manner. Ms. Black, your testimony also touches upon small aircraft economics and how increased operation costs have led regional carriers to use larger, more efficient planes. Mr. Collins and Mr. Pecoraro, you both explained that a factor contributing to this trend is the lack of regional jet manufacturing pipelines, just as there aren't many options for new fuel-efficient regional jets. It's a challenge that the Pacific Northwest is up to tackling. To help meet these regional aircraft needs, the 2024 bill directed the FAA to bring on a much-needed expertise in its aircraft certification office. We have to maintain the certification office's institutional knowledge to meet the requirements of the aircraft certification reform law and grow the agency's technical expertise to better assess new designs. In this way, when new regional aircraft are designed and proposed, staff at the FAA are there to support that innovation. Finally, we can't talk about the small and rural connectivity of airports without discussing how the President's actions in Iran have spiked fuel prices, specifically jet fuel. In general, fuel expenses account for a larger share of air carrier budgets than most other industries, making them particularly vulnerable to price fluctuations. Exacerbating this issue, smaller regional and value air carriers have fewer resources than their larger counterparts to absorb these rising operational costs. Consequently, the drastic increase in jet fuel prices places a unique financial burden on regional and value airlines, often forcing these carriers to reduce flight frequencies, further eliminate routes, or increase ticket prices. This directly impacts small and rural communities through rising travel costs or a loss of service altogether. We can't allow this to happen. The President needs to resolve this fuel price crisis of his own making. As this committee considers the future of rural aviation and small community connectivity, we have to continue investing in the airports, in workforce, and in the innovation that keeps our communities connected to the NAS. We can't ignore the economic pressures facing regional carriers, including rising fuel costs, that threaten service to the very communities that depend upon it most. So I look forward to the hearing today and hearing from today's witnesses on how we can help strengthen rural connectivity, uphold our safety standards, and support American aviation and innovation. Thank you.
The gentleman yields.